Every time we see a batsman performing really well, the first question which comes to our mind is whether he would be able to perform the same for the next 5 or 10 years. And a lot of thinking would be going into our mind. Well, I had made a lot of calculations and some predictions to make your job easier. Well, I have picked 3 players and analyzed their statistics in Test cricket and ODI cricket for the last 3 years, and I have come up with calculations considering the factors such as their form and the age barrier, and I have come up with some predictions about how they will perform for the next 5 years and how their statistics will look like at the end of the year 2022. At the end, I have sneaked in a couple of players who are very special in their own formats, and I have projected their statistics for the next 5 years too. First player picks himself. Well, he is a superstar in all formats and the most intelligent player and most interesting player that I have looked into. The first player is Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli's statistics in Test cricket and ODI cricket is quite remarkable. Well, we'll have a look at how he has performed so far. And for the past 3 years, his stats look like this. I have made a lot of complicated calculations about his performance for the next 5 years, and I have come up with these predictions. Well, the most interesting column to look into is his number of centuries in ODI cricket, which is almost close to what Sachin Tendulkar scored in his entire career, which is 51 centuries, and Kohli has 50. So it is no doubt that Kohli would surpass Sachin Tendulkar very quickly in ODI cricket. The second player I have chosen is a mastermind in Test cricket. He is an Australian superstar and the Australian captain, Steven Smith. Well, despite his not so good performance in ODI cricket, his remarkable statistics in Test cricket has overshadowed his performance in ODI format. We'll have a look at how he has performed so far. However, for the past 3 years, he has performed really well in ODI cricket and amazingly well in Test cricket, and his statistic for the past 3 years looks like this. Well, to be honest, I was so curious to find out how his statistics will look like at the end of 5 years, and the results were tremendously well. I'll have a look at how his records will look at the end of 5 years. Well, the most interesting column in his statistics will be the number of centuries, but in Test cricket. He would be having 49 centuries, which is actually equal to what Sachin Tendulkar scored in his entire career. So, for sure, we would be seeing Steven Smith overtaking Sachin Tendulkar in the near future. My next player would be a cool, calm-headed guy from New Zealand. He's one of the most underrated players in the world right now, and he's none other than the New Zealand captain, Kane Williamson. Quite surprisingly, he has silently stacked up very good looking numbers so far in Test cricket and ODI cricket. His performance for the last 3 years has not been so good, and it's not too bad either, but he has managed to score a lot of runs in both the formats of the game. At the end of 5 years, he would be having some decent statistics to show beside his name. We'll have a look at his statistics at the end of 5 years. There are not a lot of talking points in that, but at the end of 5 years, he'd be having some tremendous average in ODI and Test cricket, and towards the end of his career, we've been looking at the uprising of Kane Williamson as a different player. Kane Williamson 2.0 maybe. We are quite towards the end here, and as I have promised, I have picked 2 players who are quite special in their suitable formats. My first player would be Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma was a different player at the beginning of the career, and he's now a different player, and he has grown tremendously since he started opening for Team India since the Champions Trophy 2013. So his statistics look quite tremendously well now, and his statistics will look the same way and even more better in the next 5 years. And have a look at it. Wow, right? So we will move on to the last player, who is a mastermind in Test cricket and is set to overtake Sachin Tendulkar's record in the near future. We will have a look at the statistics of Alistair Cook right now and at the end of 5 years, which will also be his final statistics, as he will bid adieu Test cricket in 5 years or so. Let's have a look at it. Can see he would have scored 48 centuries, which is quite close to what Sachin Tendulkar has scored in his entire career, which is 49 centuries. So with a bit more effort, he would easily overtake Sachin Tendulkar in the century column, but as far as runs is concerned, he would comfortably overtake Sachin Tendulkar in the near future. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and share and subscribe to the channel down below.